Krystal, what are you taking a look at?
Well, I have another little dispatch from the billionaire and boss class. It appears they're getting a little upset. They feel like the peasants are getting a little uppity. They're complaining a bit about their rations. They're, lo and behold, demanding that they actually get paid for the work that they do. Crazy stuff, I know. Let me start with this first piece. This is the billionaire founder of Home Depot. Put this up on the screen. A guy named Bernie Marcus. And in a new interview, it was with the Financial Times. This is the New York Post write-up of it. He says that socialism killed motivation to work and that nobody gives a damn. Let me give you some of the specifics here. He said, quote, "I'm worried about capitalism. Thanks to socialism, nobody works. Nobody gives a damn. Just give it to me. Send me money. I don't want to work. I'm too lazy. I'm too fat. I'm too stupid." He goes on to list what he claims are some of the obstacles to entrepreneurial success in the US today. They include human resource executives, government bureaucrats, regulators, socialists, Harvard graduates, MBAs, Harvard MBAs, lawyers, accountants, Joe Biden, the media, and quote, the woke people. So he's claiming that people don't want to work anymore and it's socialism to blame, which is weird because we don't have socialism and, communism was crushed and defeated. It's not really an ongoing project really anywhere in the world. You have Joe Biden, who's a total neoliberal centrist, who is and very pro-capitalism running the country. So hard to see exactly what he is talking about there, but it seems like the billionaire and the boss class are getting increasingly frustrating because there was this other piece in the Wall Street Journal that certainly caught my attention. Put this up on the screen. They have this headline: "Your coworkers are less ambitious. Bosses adjust to the new order." The tweet that they sent out with this article had an even more rage-inducing headline, which was, "Bosses all over the US are asking the same question. Where have all the go-getters gone?" And there are a lot of sort of delightfully rage-inducing quotes in here of managers who are shocked and dismayed that their workers might actually expect to be fairly compensated for their labor. I love this anecdote in particular from this company, Zed Digital. They talked to one of the managers who said, "Since the onset of the pandemic, several employees have asked for more pay when managers ask that they do more work. It's not like that. It was not like that before COVID at all." So imagine the audacity of workers wanting to get paid for the work that they are ultimately doing. Outside of the sort of rage-inducing boss class quotes that are in this piece and the assumption that, it's a bad thing for workers to be actually asking to be compensated for their work, there were some really interesting statistics about the way that the pandemic has changed people's relationship to their workplace. Now, this is focused on white collar workers, but we've of course been tracking here the way that blue collar workers have been standing up for themselves as well. Service workers, you think about the Starbucks workers, the warehouse workers at Amazon and other places. So this is really kind of a reckoning that's happening at every level of wage earning society. But they had some statistics here that showed it was not just a phenomenon among millennials and Gen Z. This really crosses generational barriers, where people after the pandemic reoriented their life priorities. They say that 36% say that now that their overall career ambitions have waned over the past 3 years. You've got 40% who say that work has become less important to them in the past 3 years. An American Bar Association survey of about 2,000 members said that 44% of young lawyers said they would leave their jobs for a greater ability to work remotely elsewhere. And you ask yourself why you've had this reckoning. I mean, for white collar workers, I think many of them were forced to work remotely during the pandemic, and they kind of got used to and enjoyed being around their family, having something in their life other than just whatever their job ultimately entails. But then you also have this other interesting number here in this survey where you have 60% of people who say that they are pessimistic about people's ability to achieve the American dream. So there's also a sense of, let's say I get in there and grind. Let's say I get in there and take on the extra hours and work the overtime and ask for the extra shifts and all of that stuff. I have no confidence that that's going to lead me anywhere, because increasingly in our capitalist system, those paths to solid middle-class prosperity have been closed. So to go back to our billionaire friend here at the beginning, who says the problem with workers being lazy and not having that get up and go and, just wanting it all handed to them. It's not socialism. It's actually the mode of capitalism that we have that funnels so much wealth to Bernie Marcus and others and forecloses the ability of people lower down the chain to be able to work and rise up the ladder. So a lot of workers, white collar workers included, are saying, screw it. If working hard isn't going to get me anywhere, you know what? I have hobbies and passions and interests that make me who I am, that I can find fulfillment in. And ultimately, this path of the grind set and working, hoping to climb up the ladder, it's uncertain, it's unfulfilling, and I'm ultimately choosing a different path. So Sagar, I've seen a number of these. There was also, I don't know.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now. And Sagar and I have been brainstorming ways that we can really up our game for this critical election.
Yeah, we rely on our premium subs to expand our coverage, to add staff, to upgrade the studio. We just want to give you the best independent coverage of this election, which is possible. So if you can help us out, become a premium subscriber today, breakingpoints.com, or the link is down here in the description video. It really means the world to us. And if you like what we're all about, this is the best possible way to keep us 100% independent, working only for you.